Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. Deadline day has just been, the door has slammed shut, and today I am going to be ranking every Premier League team's January transfer window. Before we get into it though, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and here we go. First of all, we will start with Arsenal. I've got the list here of everyone that's signed and everyone that's gone out. Ins is just the one for Arsenal. Austin Trusty from Colorado Rapids. He's not going to join Arsenal until July 17th, so it is a pre-contract transfer kind of thing. That's the only signing they've done. You look at the outgoings, Aubameyang's gone, Maitland-Niles has gone on loan to Roma, Callum Chambers has gone to Aston Villa, and then you've got quite a lot of loans as well with the younger players. Arsenal fans really wanted a striker, as all they've got is Lacazette and Nketiah now. They don't seem to think Nketiah is good enough for them at this current moment. I think he probably should have gone out on loan or maybe signed permanently for another club. But with just the one in and a fair few outgoings, I'm going to put Arsenal in could have done better. Aston Villa now, Steven Gerrard's first transfer window as an Aston Villa manager. I just mentioned Callum Chambers leaving Arsenal. He has come to Aston Villa. Luca Dean from Everton is a great signing at left back. Philip Coutinho seems to have had a great start as an Aston Villa player. Whether that will continue and whether they will sign him permanently in the summer, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for that one. They've also signed Kerr Smith from Dundee and also Robin Olsen on loan. Outgoings, it's a fair few loans. No one has been sold permanently. Al Ghazi's gone on loan to Everton. Matt Targett has gone on loan to Newcastle, which I'll come on to a bit later. Louis Barry, one of their biggest prospects, one of their biggest younger players, has gone out on loan to Swindon. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that one. However, all in all, Aston Villa, getting Philip Coutinho, getting Luca Digne. It'll be interesting to see how Callum Chambers fares with regular playing time. I'm going to put Aston Villa. Couple of decent signings. Brentford. The big news with Brentford is Christian Eriksen has signed on a free transfer. I'm surprised he's gone to Brentford. I mean, there is the Danish link there already with a couple of their players. I'm glad he's back in the game, personally. I'm glad Brentford have taken the... Is it even taking the chance anymore? Is it taking the chance with a player like Christian Eriksen? I don't know, but I'm glad he's back playing again. Glad he's back in the Premier League. I think that's a great signing. They've also got Jonas Lossell on loan from FC Midtjylland. I'm not going to pretend I know anything about him. So I'm going to put Brentford in bang average. Brighton now. They had a great start to the season. They have slowly been kind of tailing off. Didn't think they'd be able to keep up their momentum. They've got Graham Potter though. Graham Potter has done an incredible job. I don't think he will be there next season. I feel like another club will have snapped him up by then. The big news at Brighton is Dan Burn going to Newcastle for £13 million. It's his boyhood club, Newcastle, so I don't think Brighton stood a chance of trying to keep him. Obviously, the wage would have been increased massively from Brighton to Newcastle. Kasper Kozlowski, Dennis Undav, both for around £7 million. I think Dan Burn is going to be a massive loss for them this season, so I am going to put them in could have done better with Arsenal. Burnley now, one of the relegation favourites, had no choice but to sell Chris Wood to Newcastle for £25 million. His release clause was triggered. Everyone was wondering, were they going to replace him? And they did, with Weghorst from Wolfsburg for £12 million. That is not a bad signing at all. There have been rumours that he is a bit of a problem person in the dressing room. He is a bit of a disruption, some have said, but I think he will get Burnley goals. I don't think he'll get them enough goals to keep them in the division, but he will get them some goals at least. So other than a couple of young players going out on loan, it is kind of one in, one out for Burnley. I'm going to put them in trouble. Chelsea now, they have had a couple of injuries. Obviously, Ben Chilwell and Reece James have been out injured. I feel like people wanted them to sign a fullback to cover. There were links with Ousmane Dembele coming from Barcelona, who is not a fullback at all. The only signing they have made is Dylan Williams from Derby for an undisclosed fee. Other than that, it's a few loans out of the club. Lewis Baker has finally left to go and join Stoke after, I think, 14 years at Chelsea, only making 2 first-team appearances. Chelsea could have done better. Crystal Palace now. They were one of the clubs looking to sign Donny van der Beek. They couldn't get him. I'll come on to that a bit later, obviously. They did get Jean-Philippe Mateta, a striker from Mainz, for an undisclosed fee. Luke Plange joining from Derby as well for 1 million, trying to get their youngsters out. Derby just trying to recoup any amount of money they can at all. Personally, I don't think Crystal Palace needed to do that much business. I think they've had a great season already. They've got young players making their claim in the first team. You've got Eze coming back, Zaha coming back from African Cup of Nations. Michael Elise has been doing pretty well. Odds-on Edouard has been doing very well this season as well. I don't think they needed to do much business this window, so I'm putting them in bang average. Everton now, will start with the outgoings. As I said, Luca Digne wasn't happy with being managed by Rafa Benitez, so he went to Aston Villa to be managed by Steven Gerrard. Only 2 days later for Rafa Benitez to be sacked. So that is personally an awful bit of business from Everton there. They had a busy deadline day, however. Donny van der Beek and Dele Alli. Dele Alli comes in as a free transfer, but with clauses, which means it could go up to around £40 million. Donny van der Beek on loan, no option to buy. That is just him to purely get game time. Nathan Patterson as well, coming in from Rangers. He is meant to be one of Scotland's future bright stars. And Anwar El Ghazi on loan from Aston Villa. I am going to put Everton in the top tier for a January transfer window. Here we go, the interesting one, the fun one. Leeds United, I'm going to put them in trouble straight away. Only one signing, and it's 18-year-old Mateo Joseph Fernandez to play in the under-23s. A few players out on loan, Ryan Edmondson, Cody Drummer, Bobby Camwa and Josh Galloway, all going out on loan respectively. We needed to sign a central midfielder. We haven't signed. Adam Forshaw was our last permanent addition in central midfield. We tried to get Brendan Aronson for 20 million. They didn't want to budge. So we're going to try and go in again in the summer. But I don't think he will come to Leeds. I think there'll be bigger clubs on the radar and he will go to a bigger club. Personally as well, I think we did need to sign a goalkeeper. What I've seen from Christopher Claassen in the under-23s, I have not enjoyed. I think we needed an older, more experienced goalkeeper, because it just takes a broken finger to Ilan Meslier, and we have Christopher Claassen in goal for a while, and that doesn't fill me with hope at all. So I've put us in trouble. I think with our players coming back, we will have enough to stay up, but it's not what we wanted to see. Leicester, I am putting Leicester in could have done better. Amani Richards from Arsenal is their only incoming. A few loanies going out to the lower leagues. It's a standard January transfer window when you didn't really need to do anything, but I feel like the Leicester players would have liked 1 or 2 bodies in to reinforce, to try and push them further up the table. Liverpool now, just the one signing in Luis Diaz for 49 million from Porto. I think that's a banging signing from Liverpool. They, again, didn't need to do much with the players they've got. I think most of their business will come in the summer transfer window with players going in and out. Nico Williams has gone on loan to Fulham. Nat Phillips has gone on loan to Bournemouth. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do in the Championship, both pushing for promotion there. See if they will come back to Liverpool and try and push for a proper squad place in that team. I am going to put Liverpool a couple of decent signings, even though they only made one. Manchester City now. Ferran Torres going to Barcelona for £55 million. Other than that, it's a fair few loanies out, as you would expect. Patrick Roberts has gone to Sunderland. He was always, a few years ago, the one to look out for. Gone to Sunderland for an undisclosed fee. Will he kick on into the Championship with Sunderland there? Who knows. The one incoming is Julian Alvarez, the striker that everyone has been saying Man City have needed. They've done pretty well without one so far, haven't they? He won't be joining until the summer, though. He has gone back on loan to River Plate for the remainder of the season. I'm going to put Man City in bang average. They didn't really need to do a lot. They did what they needed to do. Manchester United, no incomings at all. They're in trouble. not for relegation, but I don't think they're going to get top four. They needed to strengthen a bit to try and solidify a top four place. I think other people are going to overtake now, and they will finish in the Europa League or Europa Conference League positions. Players going out. Diallo has gone to Rangers, which has already proven to be a good deal, a goal on his debut. Twanzebe has gone to Napoli. Martial to Sevilla. And as I said, Donny van de Beek to Everton. It's not a good window for Man United at all. Here we go then, the big spenders of the window, Newcastle United. 15 million on Kieran Trippier, 25 million on Chris Wood, 40 million on Bruno Guimaraes, a loan for Matt Targett, and 13 million for Dan Burn. Outgoings, it's a few loans. Freddie Woodman has gone to Bournemouth. Jeff Hendrick has gone to QPR. Matty Longstaff has gone to Mansfield. I don't think you can disagree. It's been a top tier window for Newcastle. Yes, they have spent over the odds on a fair few players, but that's going to happen when every club knows that you've got a lot of money. They've strengthened. They really needed to strengthen. They've strengthened where they were weak. Dan Burn coming in is a great signing. Matt Targett will go straight in at left back. Kieran Trippier is a set piece merchant. Chris Wood, just lump it up to him and he will probably get you a few goals for the rest of the season. Bruno Guimaraes, I'm not going to pretend I know anything about him, but if they've spent 40 million on him, he's come from Lyon. He will need to hit the ground running to help Newcastle stay up this season. But all in all, it is a top tier window from Newcastle. Norwich, another club with no signings, so straight away they are in trouble. Dean Smith has done well to rescue a few points since he's come in for Norwich, but I think they are in trouble. They are going back down to the Championship. They needed to bring in some bodies, but I don't think anyone would have wanted to go to Norwich knowing that they're going to be back in the Championship next season. At least with Newcastle, there's a bit of fight there. It's not confirmed at all, but Newcastle, I think it is all but confirmed. They are going down to the Championship. Todd Cantwell has gone on loan to Bournemouth. Bournemouth have made quite a few good signings, to be fair. I might have to do a Championship transfer window video, who knows. Jordan Hugill has gone out on loan. Onel Hernandez has gone out on loan. Yeah, Norwich are down. Southampton, another club without a signing this transfer window. And I don't think they needed to bring anyone in. They've had a pretty good season so far. It's average. I'm going to put Southampton in bang average. Tottenham Hotspur now, 2 signings, both coming very late in the window. Rodrigo Bentancur from Juventus for 21.5 million and Dejan Kulusevski, also from Juventus, on loan. Players going out. Tanguy and Ndombele has gone to Lyon on loan. Brian Gil to Valencia on loan. Lo Celso to Villarreal on loan. And Dele Alli to Everton. At least they have brought some players in when they've let players go. They've kind of filled the gaps almost, which is what Manchester United haven't and didn't do. I'm going to put Tottenham in bang average. We will see how that works out for them over the next few months. Watford now, another club that are in trouble. With Newcastle signing all of the players that they did, Watford needed to strengthen, because I think it's between Watford and Newcastle to go down. Norwich and Burnley, I think, are confirmed, and it's between Watford and Newcastle. I think Everton have done enough to stay up now. With Frank Lampard coming in, it'll be interesting to see how that does. I'd love to see him get relegated with Everton, but I don't think it's going to happen. They have made a few undisclosed fee transfers. Hassan Kamara from Nice, Samir from Udinese, obviously their brother or sister club. Samuel Kalu and Ido Kayembe. I don't think it's enough. I think they could have done better there. West Ham United, I think they needed to sign a striker. Yes, they have Mikel Antonio, but he can be fairly injury prone. They needed a backup striker. So no incomings for West Ham at all. Outgoings, it's just a few loans for the younger players. West Ham could have done better. I'm hoping they do stay in the top 4 and get a Champions League place, because it will freshen things up massively. But they could have done better this window. And finally, we have Wolverhampton Wanderers. The big story there is Adama Traore going to Barcelona. I didn't see it coming. I thought he was going to Tottenham, and in come Barcelona, taking it away from them. I don't rate him as a player. Personally, I think he is just a pace and strength merchant. He's got no end product at all. when I've seen him play against Leeds, he's not really impressed me at all. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in the Spanish league. I think he will do well out there because the standard of football and the style of football is very different to the Premier League. It will suit him much more. Incomings, however, it is Heyo Kawabe from Zurich, Cinquinho from Estoril, Hwang Hee-chan from Leipzig, and Hyung Sang-bin from Suwon Samsung Blue Wings for £1 million. I am going to put Wolves in a couple of decent signings. So there we have it. That is my thoughts on this season's January transfer window. Let me know in the comments what you think of your club's January transfer window, whether they've done enough, who you think they should have signed, and where you need to strengthen in the summer window. As always, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.